we haven't really talked about cannabis too much. You said at this point you discovered cannabis, but at that point, really, it was more. I think for you, it was more like just a consumption thing and understanding, starting to try it out for yourself, or was it? How long did it take you before you went from trying the first time to really becoming serious about this is something I want to be involved with that, and then to activism, or?
Well, the first talk I took, I was scared really because of what I had heard in France about drugs. So I didn't feel anything. I think I just pretended. And the second didn't work either. But the third time, I knew I liked it right away. And I knew I made a friend. And something that people don't realize perhaps now so much is that all the changes that were in the air, like people doing things together instead of doing things against one another, and make love not war, which is really revolutionary.
One of the most important quotes, and still the most important quotes, I think, really.
All those changes were carried by marijuana. At that time, if I met someone who smoked, I knew we had the same outlook on life. And that made weed particularly precious.
Yeah. So almost a feeling of community amongst the people that are using themselves. I still have this feeling sometimes when I'm in places. Especially in Europe, it's a feeling sometimes when you meet someone else who is just using for healthy reasons, and it's a feeling of coming together with someone with who will understand a similar kind of conversations and a similar sort of attitude, maybe even with difference of opinion. If you're with someone who's a smoker rather than a user of other things, or so,
there is some of that sense of kinship still.
Yeah. So you realized that cannabis was going to be a part of your life at this stage. It was good for you. You liked it.
And so what we smoked at the time came from Mexico. And nobody knew about sinsemilla. It came
in Canada, really, even then.
Yes.
Yeah.
It came with twigs and a lot of seed, and you had to sort it out. Put the weed, go like this, and
to do over a newspaper,
and then roll the seeds off.
Yeah. We used to make it like a newspaper in half over in your knees, and then rub. So all the seeds went down the newspaper. Or on a frisbee is a good one as well.
But that being said, one shouldn't make the mistake of thinking that the smoke was not as good as today's. In my opinion, it was better. It was better because it was sativa, and it was a very creative weed, and it sort of opened up your consciousness.
Mm-hmm.